This map first impressions video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at a conversion of Sherwood Park Farm by Oli5464, and in the description over at modhoster.de, and I can confirm that I did see a while back a post by Stevie on his Facebook that he had given this guy a release to work on a conversion of Sherwood Park Farm for FS19. So I'm not sure if maybe that means that Stevie doesn't really have an interest in bringing Sherwood Park Farm over to 19, or maybe he's just he was figuring on working on other projects for a while, and figured he'd let this guy have a shot at bringing it in game for public release. Let's go ahead and jump on in. There are a few things we're not going to make use of. Pull up the log. We'll see that the map loads up error-free, which is always a good thing. And here we are. Let's go ahead and take a look at the PDA here. And anyone familiar with Sherwood Park Farm from FS17 will quickly identify with the PDA. So it is indeed Sherwood Park Farm. Now, one thing I want to point out, that even in new farmer mode, okay, we own the entire map. I would not suggest starting this map up in Farm Manager or start from scratch, simply because you need almost $10.1 million to own all of the land. We start with all of the land in new farmer mode, but in the other two play styles, we do not start with any land. So you're not going to be able to do anything in farm manager mode with 1.2 million. So new farmer mode is really where it's going to be at for this particular map in this particular iteration. Let's take a look at the starting equipment. We start out with some fairly basic equipment, but also fairly large equipment. We start out with the Fendt 1038, which has a horsepower of 396 horsepower. We've got the MAN truck. We've got a New Holland 10.90 harvester, small 1978 pickup, Crampy trailer, the 45-foot grain header for our harvester. We've got a forage wagon. We've got two silo extensions as well as the large grain silo. We are good and set for 400,000 liters. And then we've got a few sheds, vehicle workshop, and a power washer. Nothing least. So let's take a look around the main farm area. It is pretty sparse and pretty much a blank slate for you all to customize. As you can see, we've got a very large pad here. Got a few sheds off to the sides. Got our workshop, and then we've got our silo complex. So this map is right and ready if there ever was one for you to start going crazy with placeables. This map is definitely set up for that. So you got your grain dump, and of course your grain fill point, because this is just a standard in-game large silo. Let's go ahead and get our Mahindra here. Run around the map in. Jump over here to the shop. Shop. There's our Mahindra. And before we really start driving around here, let's take a look at the sell points and a couple other things. We have several sell points here on the map. Now, Stevie, of course, if you're familiar with his maps from 17, you'll know that there was a fair bit of production and factories and such. All of that's been stripped out of this map simply because those scripts have not been converted over yet. So this is, in essence, a Stevie laid out map without all of the signature Stevie production and factory items. There's several sell points, so there's going to be lots of price variations going on. We also have sell points for eggs and wool, as well as milk. Always a good thing. Then a couple different sell points for hay, straw, and grass and such. Of course, we don't start out with any animals. No contracts, of course, because all the land is already owned at the start. Let's just go ahead and kind of explore the place. There's going to be lots of blank placeable areas for you to put things down. Lots of sell points. I know Stevie is working on a new version, a new map, and as of the recording of this video, he's posted that it might be ready for release as early as next week. But if you've been itching to get off of a in-game map and move on to something else, this might be a map of interest, simply because you may have played Sherwood Park in 17, and you may find yourself drawn back into it with some new lighting and such here in 19. Let's take a look here. We've got, this is the spinnery. I thought we had the spinnery here for our wool and cotton sales. Of course, I think cotton was a added crop in the 17 version of this map, but now we have cotton as a standard crop. Lots of dump places, that's for sure. Around here. Still do like looking at the water texture here in 19. Go ahead and come up here. That sell point, and then make our way over here to the main farm area. As I said, this map can be found over at modhoster.de. There is a link in the description to that. Here is our log sell point and wood chip sell point. Let's drive in cab a little bit to get over to the main farm, the starting farm area. There's plenty of placeable zones that you could pretty much set up shop anywhere you wanted to, and not really have to worry about hills or anything. Got a large pad over here, a circular shape. I did not play Sherwood Park in 17, so I'm not really familiar as to what was over here. Was anything specific over here? Or not? Making our way back around. I do know that one of these areas that we're going to be going to, I think this area right here, I think this area was was where some of the animal pens were in the 17 version, if I'm remembering correctly. Look at this huge space. I mean, we could put all kinds of stuff down here. Let's see here. Let's go with the large cow pasture. I think that might be the largest placeable. Oh, we don't have enough money. Let's take care of that little problem. Right. take care of that little issue. There's plenty of spots. Doesn't like that truck being there. There's plenty of area. You could put put at least 2 of these in here, and a couple smaller pins. And this is one of the smaller placeable pads here on the map. I do remember watching some folks play this map, and I kind of remember these roads, the main farm, and I kind of remember some animals being down there. I don't remember which specific animals were down there, but okay, so here is our starting point, our quite spacious and luxurious farmhouse here. Seen this in one of the 2 maps, but I forget which one it is. If it's the American map or the EU map, that house or that structure is from. Let's make our way, I guess, down here to the barn and the other sell point. Double back to the BGA and make our way across the map. Overall, I think this is a very, very good quality conversion. No errors, at least. That is that in its own is saying a lot, because we've seen lots of map conversions as of late that have been riddled with shader errors and other types of issues. The fact that all of the sell points are showing up and everything is also great. Only thing I would really knock the map down on is the doubling of the crops. But I don't think that really has any real effect on overall gameplay. Got a loading ramp there to drop your boat down into. You'd probably fill up a water trailer there. You have the barn. Oops. Oh, the hedges do have collisions. If there was anyone that wanted to know, we have just found that out. Here's the barn. This is where we're going to be selling our hay, straw, and grass, I suppose. Don't see any markers here. Right there is the trigger. That. Oh, I guess they're the markers. It's in the shadows. We couldn't see it. Let's turn off that. Over here we've got another one of those placeable areas. They are scattered all around. I know Stevie likes to put those in, or put these in on his map, so they've been carried over. Lots of spots to put down either additional placeable sell points, just to kind of have, you could start your farm somewhere else if you wanted to. In Farm Sim 19, which is really the version of the placeable, power of the placeable is going to be very prevalent. 19 for sure. All of these flat spots here where you can put stuff down is really going to spark the imagination and the creativity of the player. Add to that the capability of doing the landscaping now, and you could really transform all of those flat placeable zones into whatever you wanted. The thing is that, of course, the fences and everything would still be there. Make our way up here into the biogas plant. Very basic, very wide open biogas, and of course, with the Stevie maps where we've got where he's got the ability to convert digestate and what to manure and straw and fuel and fertilizer and such. That's why there's so much open space here. But again, it's wide open. You can put down, if you are, whoops, where are we at? This way, this way. Put down some more bunkers. You got plenty of space here that you could really make a massive BGA operation. Wanted to. It's one of the beauties, I think, of 19 is that ability to make the place your own. Got a little square up here. I'm not really sure. I guess it's for that wind turbine. So that's what that is. Make our way across the top here over to those other cell points. Kind of looking across. Speed up time a little bit and see if we can't maybe clear out that morning haze that's going on this way. I am looking forward to the eventual conversion of like the M company script. So we do start getting some of these factory operations and production facilities maps and capabilities, just because I think it really does add a lot more to the gameplay, especially in standard gameplay where we don't have seasons or things like that to provide that variation. Now we're kind of doubling back where we have been previously. Still, we got these nice variations in terrain elevation. This is a bridge we were on earlier. So, oops. Totally wrong way. Totally wrong way. This is where the shop was. Now we just need to continue on. Up here on the main road. I haven't seen any traffic. So I don't know if there isn't any traffic here on this conversion. May not be. Got our fuel station. See where our harvester and semi-trailer and such are staged. Got another large placeable pad down there. Over here to the edge of the map, token tunnel to nowhere. Make our way down. Windy road. Sell point. Oh, 2 sell points here in this one location. Double your money, double your fun, double sell point fun. Be a commercial for anybody. Go on down here. Looks like we're going to be coming down here into town. They're small little pads here and there. As production placeables come out, this map is a virtual blank slate with all of these flat spots. Is something else to keep in mind. This might be a map that you don't pull out right away. Might be a map you kind of keep in your back pocket for when we do eventually get a series of production and factory placeables. There we go. Guess we don't have an icon here for animal sales. Guess there isn't animal sales there. Where is it? This map missing an animal buy point? Indeed, it looks like it is. Pretty significant oversight, I think. But you could always put down a placeable, you know, our placeable area and just buy from there. It's not a absolute requirement. It does shock me a little bit that that would be missing. Oh, we got to back up. Entrance to this sell point is down this way. Guys, as we near our little tour here of Sherwood Park Farms, converted by Oli, 5464. Let me know in the comments what you think of Sherwood Park Farms conversion. Been following this a little bit. It was released in beta a little while ago and has now come out in what appears to be a full first release. So driving around on the map here is pretty interesting. This is a biomass bioheating facility. Look at here, biomass. Biomass will take wood chips. I think that is hay. Might be grass. Those icons still throw me for a little bit. Good. And go south to the one last sell point. As we go down here, we'll go ahead and start our closeout. Guys, I want to thank you for watching the video. If you liked the video, please go ahead and click that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think of Sherwood Park Farms. As I've said, this is an authorized edit that Stevie has authorized himself to Oli5464. Found over at modhoster.de. There is a link in the description to the map itself. We are at our last sell point on the stop today. Lots of sell points on the map, lots of placeable areas and blank spots you to really customize and make this map one of your own. And once buildings come out, factory scripts and such come out, You can really get a town in putting stuff down, but to really make this quite a busy and enjoyable map for yourselves. This big old spot down here also. Got another one right below it. Then we got another one over there. This. Got 3 all down here. Got a big one there. Got a little one there. Come around here and we got yet another one over here. So guys, until next time, happy farming.